Forest. Forest, what up to the forest? How we doing today, yo? Got some information for y'all. So I need y'all to do one thing first.
So come on, chickity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Chickity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Cause that shit you eating is bad for your health. I got them herbs.
All right. It's a new day. And today, I'm going to share some real good information with you. I always say, my thing is read before you consume. And so I thought I would share with y'all someone else who know that people know what they're doing to the people. And so most people will listen to other people's, like stars and doctors and, you know, people who they deem qualified to be heard from. So I thought I would share a video with y'all from somebody who I know y'all deemed qualified to listen to. But listen to what he says because I think I've been saying something similar to this. But I figured y'all listen to him more, y'all listen to me. So I would just share his words with y'all. Then I would come back and tell you why you need to read before you consume. You can consume, but just read first. Check this out. I think you'll like this.
So my friends, 20 or so friends died this year. At least 20. At least 20 friends. My dear friend who was here with me last year this time, my best friend, he died. Andre Harrell. Ecstasy from Houdini. I'm just going to name some famous ones. Ecstasy from Houdini, he died. Prince Marky D today died. And he triggered memories of all the friends. My stepmother, who was my mother, after my mother's passing, and who I was very close to and I spoke to almost daily, she died. And the list goes on. My best friend from college, Rudy Sply, he died. If I name Pak as an investor who lives in Thailand, who was a billionaire. Great, beautiful Thai person. He died early on. But all the pandemic cases that die, almost every single one, and all the friends I mentioned, died because of their diet. If everyone is dying because of their diet, and food is either medicine or poison. It is good medicine or it's poison. I got my blood test yesterday, 2 days ago. And I was misreading it. The low and the high. So everything said normal, negative, normal. And I checked and I was the low end of all the normal when I need to be low, and the high end of all the normal when I need to be high. But at first I misread it. I was like, oh shit, I got cholesterol. He said, no, you have the low end of normal with cholesterol. The low end of normal with everything. So they have much more intense blood tests now. And then he checked everything else and normal. Negative. I'm 63 years old. I don't take any pills. I took a lot of pills. Until I was 30, I took every pill. Whatever the fuck you gave me, I took it. I took cocaine, I took heroin, did a lot of things. And I was in pretty bad shape when I went sober. But I'm high now all the time. I'm high after meditation, I'm high after my yoga class, I'm high after cryotherapy, the ice pool, when I jump in the ice pool, I take an ice bath. But I'm always high. I'm always doing shit to promote circulation and alertness and awareness and consciousness, and all happiness is a second of consciousness. Every second that we're happy, it's because the noise is gone and we've created this freedom. And one of the vehicles by which you promote that is through the body. The yogi says you have a body and a mind, although you're not a body and a mind. So if you fine-tune the body and the mind, it's helpful in emptying the mind. The empty mind is the happy person. The noisy mind is the sick and sad person. I'm telling you all this because I'm only promoting to you what's in every scripture. Every scripture is begging you to take care of your temple. If you're Christians, your temple.
If y'all don't know what temple is, it's your body.
You have to take care of yourself. They're poisoning you. They are poisoning you.
Hold up. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Okay, I take that back. I've been saying that shit every day since you've seen me. If you've ever seen me before, they are poisoning you. And I'm going to share with you what's in some of your meats because I need you to at least take one thing a day away. And if you eliminate that one thing a day, I think you'll begin to start healing. And, it's about your health. It's not about me or it's not about you. It's about your health and your children's health. Because just like you're poisoning you, you're poisoning your children too.
Heart disease, the number one killer, can be reversed by diet.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Haven't I been saying that? He said heart disease can be reversed. I think I've been saying that. I don't want to sheesh. Because people need to hear. Listen, you got to hear what this man is saying because I've said it. And so, rapper, whatever, musician, whatever, mogul, whatever. He's saying it now. But I've been saying it before now. And he's saying it now.
Diabetes, they claim sugar did it, but it's really animal product that did it. It can be reversed. My brother Gary, who worked for me for 30 years but went away for 4, came back. He always ate shit, but he ate more shit away from me. Came back pre-diabetic. 2 months, no more. Hypertension, no more. Just stop taking the pills because you won't need them. Just stop eating the animals. So I'm begging my friends today on the learning of Marky D's passing at such a young age. I'm begging you to please walk away from the hurtful, destructive policy and process, the generational curse of eating animal product. The abuse of animals is the number one cause of global warming. It's the number one cause of all the diseases that COVID is killing. It's the number one karmic disaster that Americans and a worldwide population chooses to participate in. And then the poisoning of those animals that we eat is another story that is more prevalent in America than in the rest of the world. The stuff they put in your food, the lack of attention and detail that they put on your nutrition, the suppression of evidence that your food is killing you, the promotion of pharmaceuticals that kill you further by fighting diseases that are preventable just by diet, the natural remedies that are suppressed, the doctors who are killed. We have to take our lives in our hands and make choices to do better. I'm praying that each of you will just take one step towards the information. In this era where so much misinformation is being taught on social media and other places, there's also a place where freedom of information exists to access information from some doctors, some nutritionists, some people who are speaking truth that has traditionally been suppressed. They told you that milk was a food group. They told you need an egg. An egg is like 5 cigarettes. They would sue me if they could for saying it. The amount of carcinogens in one scrambled egg. The amount of cancer in your beef. The amount of diabetes in your meat. The amount of heart disease and the amount of everything can be avoided and cheaply. So I'm putting out the book, Eat to Live, a post-pandemic lifestyle. The profits go to charity, as all the profits of all my books have done. But I'm going to give you a free cookbook if you pre-order early. So the cookbook is free, and the book is for charity. I have no interest in... I already live a pretty decent life. I'm aware that all that God can give me is a comfortable seat. I hope that you become less needy And I hope that you become more concerned about your health, that you move away from the suffering that is the eating of animals, and that you find a healthier, happy lifestyle in this post-pandemic world, which is coming up. Let's choose to be prepared for the next pandemic. Let's choose to be healthy. They're not talking about nutrition, but all those who are healthy, almost every single one who gets sick from COVID, they don't even know it, or they get sick and get better. I'm not commenting on the vaccine. They give it to me, I'll take it, personally, so I don't spread. I'm still finding out the evidence whether it stops me from spreading it. But I just want people to be healthy, and I just want people to be prepared, and I want people to stop taking their advice on nutrition from the FDA and from other places that are designed to promote the very things they protect.
He said, I want you to stop taking advice from the FDA. He is 100% right. Don't take advice from the Cancer Society. You can't take advice from any known name institution because they're all in bed with the meat companies. They are receiving checks from the meat company. Now, I couldn't say that if it wasn't true. Okay, so keep that in mind. I can't tell the lie because it could come back to bite me in the ass. But if it's truth, I ain't got nothing to worry about, right? He just said stop taking advice from the FDA. I'm saying stop taking advice from the Cancer Society. Any of those societies out there that's supposed to represent a certain illness or ailment, you cannot trust them. They're in the bed with the meat companies. Now, he said a lot of profound things. So now what I'm going to do now is share with you. I look for stuff for people because I know people want to eat healthier and they don't want to give up the things they're eating, like, sausage, chicken, their luncheon meats, the turkey, the ham, the bologna. I looked up something called nitrates, okay, because sodium nitrate is in all the meat. Let's see what sodium nitrate actually is. Okay, so sodium nitrate. Let me get the right one here because I want to give you the one that's going to actually... Okay, let's see. I'm going to tell you what all this stuff is, but let's see if I can find the one on sodium nitrate first. Okay. All right. Hold on. If you go look up sodium nitrate, everything I'm showing you right here is what you're going to find. All right, so now let's go back to the first one because I guess this is the best one. Sodium nitrate, another name for sodium nitrate is potassium nitrate, which they call saltpeter. In Europe, they call it saltpetre. Same thing, but look at what it says. In West African cuisine, potassium nitrate, which is the same thing as sodium nitrate, is widely used as a thickening agent in soup and stews, such as okra soup and isi-u, whatever that is. It's also used to soften foods and reduce cooking time when boiling beans or tough meats. Okay, so now all that says is used in cuisine. They use it here in the meats when they process the meats. Okay, so potassium nitrate can be dangerous if consumed. It can cause kidney damage, anemia, as well as headaches and digestive distress. Okay, so now sodium nitrate, another name for is potassium nitrate, another name which is saltpeter. Now, saltpeter stops a man from performing. Remember that. Okay, so if your man won't rise to the attention, it's because you fed him too much saltpeter. So his Peter is no longer a Peter. Okay, his Peter is a limp noodle. Okay, because you done fed him too much saltpeter. Okay, so now potassium nitrate can be dangerous if consumed. It can cause kidney damage, anemia, as well as headaches and digestive stress. Okay, so now that is plain and simple to me. It has three names: sodium nitrate, potassium nitrate, saltpeter. Okay? Okay, so this is in all the meats. Next time you go to the grocery store, pick up if you see sodium nitrate, potassium nitrate, Saltpeter. They hide or niter. Niter is short for nitrate. Okay, nitre is short for nitrate. Okay, so now there's 7 different names for saltpeter. Okay, 7 synonyms, antonyms, idiomatic expressions, and related words for saltpeter: potassium nitrate, saltpeter, niter, nitre, okay, quicklime, tallow, and naphtha. Naphtha. Okay, so see, all these names mean the same shit. You have to be careful when you eat food. You have to read. You cannot eat everything. You're poisoning yourself, you're poisoning your children, and you're poisoning your man. Ladies, y'all buy the groceries. Okay? Now, if a guy is poisoning himself and wondering why his limp noodle ain't got no more strength in it, it's because of the saltpeter, which every man knows saltpeter blocks his ability to have an erection. Every man knows that. So if you got EDD and EFG and HIJK, LMNP, this is why. Because you're eating saltpeter. Okay, she said, I cannot eat from restaurants or fast food spots at all. Because everything has chemicals in it. All the meats the restaurants sell is complete poison. So just remember this. When you go to a restaurant and you buy any kind of flesh to eat, remember, it was processed. It has additives. It has preservatives. It has hormones. It has antibiotics in the meat. That's how they grow the meat. So you cannot trust any meat from the restaurants. That's not wild caught meat. That's farm raised meat. And all farm raised meat has 80% of drugs are sold to all the farmhouses. So you cannot trust that. You absolutely cannot trust it. So just remember, you are pumping yourself full of saltpeter. And until you recognize if you do not read it and you buy it, you are hurting yourself. It is no one's fault but yours. And I know nobody wants to hear this, but wild caught meat doesn't have nitrates in it because it's from the wild. Wild Alaskan salmon is from the ocean. It ain't got no chemicals in it. There's no pharmaceutical. The pharmaceutical company ain't dumping they dope in the ocean. You know, they're not dumping their dope in the woods for the animals to eat it, and the animals wouldn't eat it. That's the beautiful thing about animal meat. They're smart enough to know not to eat these things that we eat. So that makes the animals smarter than us because they are wise enough not to consume things that they know will hurt them, but we do it every day. No, people run from me when I start talking about taking their meat stuff away, but you're running to die. You're not running to live. You can't get away from what I'm saying. You can ignore it, but guess what? You're going to pay later for sure. You can run, but you cannot hide. You can hide even when you run. But that illness, that sickness is going to get your ass because nitrates are in every type of meat there is. This is why I suggest you don't eat that shit. It's poison. You just heard what the guy said. That's Russell Simmons. That's not me. That's Russell Simmons. He said they're poison. He's in China when he did that video, by the way. Okay? That's why he said they're not going to like what I'm saying, but they're poisoning you. They're not going to like what I'm saying, but they're killing you. They're not going to like what I'm saying, and they might want to try to sue me, but I'm telling the truth. They're harming you. They're killing you. And you cannot trust anything they say. You cannot trust any of those agencies that you think got your best interest at heart. The FDA are ran by people. And people like what? Money, honey, money. Okay, so people in office have been bought and paid for a long time ago. That's why the chemicals are in our food. We're the only country that says milk does the body good. We're the only country wake up eating the eggs. But what y'all don't know is they shoot the eggs. They syringe the eggs and then paint them so that they last longer on the shelf. They put soap in the milk. People don't want to hear this because it's like you're stealing something from them when you're trying to save them. This Russell Simmons just tried to save all y'all. That's why he's in China. He's in China because he know them people care about their health more than Americans do. We face the most diseases physically. We're in the worst shape physically. We're in the worst shape mentally. We don't even think for ourselves. We won't even go pick up the package and read the damn ingredients. And then look the shit up while you standing right there. You got a smartphone. Oh, I'm sorry. A dumbass using a smartphone equates to two damn dummies, right? Okay, you got a smartphone. All you got to do is look up sodium nitrate. And when you read what I read, when I looked up sodium nitrate, I was like, oh my God, they're killing us. And then it said saltpeter. And then it says may cause all kinds of heart disease. And I was like, God damn, I don't want no damn heart disease. Okay, this stuff is used specifically as a fertilizer and explosive. Sodium nitrate is used as an explosive, as a fertilizer for plant food, and you're eating it? Okay. Now, really, no. Okay, this ain't no rocket scientist, right? If it says sodium nitrate, don't eat it. Don't even buy it. Put it down. Find an alternative. Find something that says no nitrates. And you're gambling then. You're gambling even then. But at least there's a semblance of a relief that you were wise enough to read the damn package. Because they do have meats without nitrates. And you'll find them at those Islamic stores. But you still got to read the package even there. I don't care where you go, you got to read the package. If it says sodium nitrate, I'm telling you right now, it causes heart disease. I'm telling you right now, it causes kidney failure. I'm telling you right now, it's a fertilizer. Okay, it's an explosive. I'm telling you right now, it's one of the most unhealthy chemicals that you can eat. It's a chemical compound. NO3, it's a chemical compound. You should not be consuming nitrates. Over time, it's going to kill you. So if I'm you, I would stop. Nitter. It says things that contain potassium nitrate. Nitter. In nature, potassium nitrate takes the mineral form of nitter, okay, which has the chemical formula KNO3. Gunpowder, potassium nitrate serves as the main ingredient and the oldest known form of gunpowder, black powder. I mean, this shit is in gunpowder and you eat it. Come on now. Come on now. Look, I ain't making this shit up. You can go to Google and do what I just did, okay? I went to Google to get this, right? Check it out. Fireworks, model rockets, artillery, fertilizer, smoked meats. Okay. You really got to do this.
So come on, chickity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Chickity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Cause that shit you eating is bad for your health.
That shit you eating is bad for your health. That shit you eating is bad for your health. Sodium nitrate is bad for your health. I'm gonna rub it in so deep. Sodium nitrate, which is potassium nitrate, which is saltpeter, is bad for your health, which is nitter. If you see any of these words, N-I-T-R-E, N-I-T-E-R, if you see any of these words, this stuff is bad for your health and it is killing you. It is causing diabetes. It is causing heart disease. You're going to die from ignorance. You're not going to die because you don't know. If you watch this video, you no longer have an excuse. And if you go, well, I got to eat something, man. I don't care, man. Shit, I got to die from something. Oh, my God. Really? Really? Of all the things to die from, you're choosing to die from something that you know is in gunpowder, something that you know is in fireworks, fertilizer, and it's in all the meats. They are poisoning us just like Russell Simmons says, and it's up to us to stop it. You got to stop being a fool for someone else. They don't care about you. The FDA don't give a rat's ass about you. You know why? Because you don't write to them and say, hey, why is this country allowing all this poison in the food? Nobody is taking the initiative to do that. In other countries, they do. They don't even sell milk in other countries because a cow's milk is pus. That's poison, guys. Okay. All right. I mean, today's video was about, Stop making the unwise choices and take better care of your health. Because what you are doing to yourself, you are doing to your children. That's the sad part. You are killing your own children and you are okay with it, just as the FDA is okay with you poisoning yourself. You are okay with poisoning your children. I mean, how can you look in the mirror after your herbalist done told you, okay, you can't eat nothing else with nitrates in it. You can't eat no more sodium nitrate, no more potassium nitrate. Your herbalist is telling you you can't do those things. You shouldn't do those things. It's up to you. Now, if you do it to your child and you know this information, then that's deliberate if you ask me. And then that makes you like one of the worst people in the world. I mean, I don't give my children stuff that I don't eat. How about that? And then if they're dumb enough to want to eat it without me, then you know what? The hell with them. Kill yourself. That's how I feel about that. Kill yourself. Okay, this is exactly why our daughters are developing early and starting periods early. Okay, hold on. I like what this person here is saying. Let me get this off the screen. Screen. All right, screen, be gone. This is exactly why our daughters are developing early and starting their periods early. The children are obese and so are the parents. Sheesh. So happy I don't allow her to eat this shit. That's true. We are the reason there is obesity. Americans are the laziest people in the world. And all you got to do is look in the mirror or look around you. You ain't got to say nothing. Just look around you and look at everybody walking beside you in America. It's not like that in other countries, guys, because the countries don't allow the institutions to poison its peoples. Our country allowed the institutions to poison us, and Russell Simmons just told y'all that. Now, he was saying that from China, but he was still telling the truth. And he know that there's a chance they'll mess with him, but he's kind of well off, so, you know, he's in China for a reason. He got the hell away from this lie that's being told here. And, you know, he tried not to talk about it, and he said something positive about it, but at the same time, I think he knows the truth. But he's wise enough not to say anything about it, though. I'm not that wise yet. Change your health. You can only get healthier from choosing to change. Okay, so this video was strictly about helping people understand that the power is in your hand. And, you know, don't poison your children. If you're going to poison yourself, just don't poison your children, because that's what you're doing. Children now have diabetes. I couldn't believe that. My research discovered children have diabetes. Really? And it ain't sugar, and it ain't carbohydrates. It's meat. So every time you feed your child a hot dog, some bologna, because you're too damn lazy, you know, to give them fruits and vegetables, or they whine all the damn time. I don't like broccoli. I don't want no collard greens. I don't want no vegetables. Don't give me no grain, baby mama. I don't like cauliflower either. What? So they don't like life because you won't make them eat life. Well, I can't make my child eat what he don't want to eat. That's the dumbest damn thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Children want guidance. So you would just assume kill them instead of take control of their diet so that they'll be healthy in the long haul? Stop killing your children. Stop making excuses for doing it. My name's Forrest. I'm at www.herbsoftheforest.com. And there is a herb for every problem you have under the sun. And you can call me, 888-619-4372. There is a herb that will clean out that poison out of your body. Activated charcoal will flush those toxins out of your body, but you can't keep putting the shit back in. Okay? Multivitamins and minerals will give you the minerals and nutrients you need. Immune support will build your immune system so you don't get sick from this fake ass virus they got going around. Okay, so there are a lot of things that you could do herbal wise, and no, dietary supplements are not the same as herbal supplements. You cannot get a mineral or nutritional benefit from dietary supplements. You can't, because it's not alive and there's no life in it. It's man-made. It's a chemical. Okay, that's what's killing us now, is the chemicals. You must go plant-based everything. If you're going to take something for your health, plant-based. If you're going to take something for illness, plant-based. If you're going to eat food, plant-based. See, it's all back to plant-based. And until you get that, guess what? You're going to be knocking on somebody's doors talking about, I don't feel good. And when you do, you got to pay. and you're gonna pay a lot. My name's Forrest Gump. I'm your herbalist. I got them herbs. Thanks for listening.